third base line when your name is called.
Welcome to Forest Acres, South Carolina, here at AC Flora High School. Post Legion Ball for you, Richland 215. Welcoming in Horry County. Legion Baseball Post 111. We'll do a more standard intro after the introductions and national anthem, but if you're visiting from Horry, welcome into beautiful Forest Acres. If you're watching online, welcome in as well. It's going to be a fun one today. Hopefully, right, Jeff?
Yeah, it should be good.
Hopefully, yeah.
It's definitely a hot one.
That's the best way to describe it. It's not cold. I wish it was.
All right.
Batting sixth, the left fielder number 3.
We're gonna have a logo for Horry Legion.
Yeah.
Batting seventh, third baseman number 15.
If I can find it.
Cook. Batting eighth, first baseman number 12, Jake McCracken. Batting ninth, the center fielder number 5, Jeter Sinracchio. Pitching tonight is number 8, Jared Edwards. And please welcome the rest of the Horry Legion Baseball Senior 2025 team. And for the Richland Post 215 Seniors, leading off, number 77, second baseman Zach Sneed. Batting second to shortstop, number 14, Jack Chetwood. Batting third, the right fielder, number 12, Alvin Murray. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 4, Thatcher Bauman. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 52, Tyler Hernandez. Batting sixth, the third baseman, number 6, Monty Lafitte. Batting seventh, the designated hitter, number 53, Rohan Bremer. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 30, Mason O'Kane. Batting ninth, center fielder, number 9, Jacob Muir. Pitching tonight be number 27, Sam McCutcheon. And please welcome the rest of Richland Post 215.
It's still hot.
Yeah, it is.
Players and coaches, while you're standing on your respective lines, please repeat after me the Legion Creed. I will keep the rules. I will keep faith with my teammates. I will keep my temper. I will keep myself fit. I will keep a stout heart in defeat. I will keep my pride under control in victory. I will keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Now please stand and remove your caps as we honor the United States of America with the playing of our national anthem.
Jeff, I kind of forgot. Dorsey needs you to go over there and talk to him real quick. I think he needs to do something about the broadcast. I'm not sure what.
Wait, what? Hold on.
Yeah, you're good. All right, so what Jeff doesn't know is Dorsey and I talked before the game today way earlier, and what we're about to be doing is we're going to honor Jeff pregame as streaming all AC Flora athletics and of course the 215.
Richland Legion Baseball would like to honor and recognize Jeff Rhodes.
Of course, Jeff has helped me out a ton, so.
Definite fiction and has generously broadcast hundreds of games across all sports in our community completely free of charge. He invests both his time and his own resources to bring high-quality coverage to teams throughout the Forest Acres and downtown area, giving families, friends, and fans the opportunity to watch their favorite players and teams when they can't be there in person. Jeff truly embodies the spirit of for your community, with your community. It is with great pleasure that we present Jeff with his certificate of appreciation and a game ball in recognition of all he has done for Richland Legion Baseball and our greater community. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and join us in a round of applause for Jeff Rhodes.
So, of course, Jeff has helped me out a ton. As a play-by-play broadcaster, having me on now for what it seems to be forever in my eyes, but of course, he has done so much more in the history of both AC Flora here and here at the Richland 215. Of course, not everyone can make it to the ballpark every game, and not everybody can be in South Carolina to make it to the ballpark. So, a special shout out to my man behind the camera, and of course, the man who has been helping everybody out here at AC Flora for years and years. So he's going to come back over and join me for the game. Again, I'm Alex Ross. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to quickly hit the music behind everything, and should be good to go. There we go. Okay. So again, welcome into AC Flora High School here at Falcon Field. It is 215 Legion Baseball versus Horry Legion Baseball, post 111. So, of course, Jeff has his plaque put right beside all my notes. But it should be a fun one tonight. Of course, the Horry Chanticleers versus the Richland 215 Monarchs. How you doing, Jeff?
Oh, good. I thought you were just messing with me. Like, because it's so hot, you're like, hey, go take a run.
So Dorsey looked at me. So he asked me to do this earlier today. So I get to the field, and he's like, "What's the best way to get Jeff on the field?" And I said, "There's no reason Jeff would ever go to the field without me."
Yeah. No, just hang out.
And he's like, then just tell him that I need to see him. I'm like, okay. I'm like, because it was gonna be, we're just gonna tell you straight up. And I was like, well, it's just probably easier. Yeah, Dorsey needs to see you. So we shoved you off, and
Nice. All right, a fancy plaque, man.
I know, man. Congrats.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, thank you for all you've done for AC Flora Sports, 215 Legion Baseball, and of course me as well, letting me, this young idiot, stay on the broadcast for as long as I have. All right, so now we get to play. Now we get to play a game, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So who was the one who are the players giving you fist bumps over there? I couldn't tell.
A few different. Miller and Zach was over there before we ran out.
All right.
Yeah.
So all right. So of course you know me.
It was almost like a parent tunnel, though. They
I know.
lined up on both sides.
I didn't know they were doing that. I just knew they were honoring you. I had no idea the whole ins and outs of everything.
Yeah.
I just knew what was going on, and I was like, I can help as much as possible. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, so let's rock and roll. Of course, we did line up, but let's go through them one more time. Leading off, the shortstop, Bo Moody for the visiting Horry, post 111. Batting second, the second baseman, Keegan Brown. And 3, the catcher, Coleman Strickland. Batting fourth, the DH, Caden Kennedy. 5th, the right fielder, Aiden Suggs. 6th, the left fielder, Josh Harnish. 7th, the third baseman, Logan Cook. 8th, the first baseman, Jake McCracken. And 9th, the center fielder, Jeter Centracchio. Of course, for the 215, Sam McCutcheon on the bunt, Monty Lafitte third, Jet Woods short, Zach playing second, Thatcher at first, Mason behind the dish, Sam on the hill, Tyler left, Jacob center, Alvin in right. Now let's rock and roll, Jeff. Of course, our DH, Rohan Bremer. The pitcher for Horry this evening is Jarrett Edwards. We'll go through that one more time. Of course, quick lineups. Let's have some fun, as Jeff is now, did take his little run, right?
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm doubly exhausted now.
You're doubly exhausted. Now you have to come in and record a game.
Right.
Don't worry, I was able to zoom in on you. No, I was able to figure it out.
No,
My camera skills of college coming back to me. Right on left, let's do it. McCutcheon on the hill versus the left-handed PC signee, Bo Moody. First pitch, fastball upstairs, ball 1, and we are underway here at Falcon Field. Again, another scorcher. After just another summer day in South Carolina. 92 degrees, 7:02 first pitch time. McCutcheon will wind in, deal the 1-0. Fastball is carved foul to the left side. 1-1.
So we're assuming this is the Monarchs against the Chanticleers?
That's what I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah, the Horry Chanticleers. I thought it was green and orange. It seems to just be teal and black. So quite literally just Chanticleer colors.
Sorry, looks good.
I mean,
I don't
hey,
know what the other ones look like, but these look good.
I love the Chanticleers. 1-1. Swing and a miss. Heater upstairs. It's 1-2. Moody stepping into the box with a .369 batting average so far this summer. Over 65 plate appearances, one of the mainstays here in this Horry lineup. 1-2, McCutcheon will wind and deal. The pitch is fouled straight back, and we'll do it one more time. On the other start, Sam now making his 7th start of the summer with a 2.89 ERA over 26 2/3 innings pitched. Of course, his number 41 strikeouts compared to 8 walks.
That's solid.
1-2. Swing and a miss. Change him on the outside edge, and the Puppet Master starts his day off with a K. 1 away.
Batting second baseman number 1, Keegan Brown.
Oh, in typical Sam fashion. 5 pitches, 1 strikeout. Nothing new here for us at Falcon Field, as the rising senior will be the ace on the hill this upcoming spring. Well, I guess next spring, rather, but you get the idea. We'll be right on right as Keegan Brown will dig in for the first time. First pitch, 12-6, misses upstairs for ball 1. Sam just missed a bit upstairs with his first curve of the evening, and that curve has gotten many people to swing and miss or just stand and watch.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's just, you just want to stand there and marvel at it.
That's what I do every time. The 1-0. Fastball swung through, elevated heat, 1-1. I turn it over to Keegan Brown, the 2-hole. Brown attended Coker this past season, went 0 for 2 with a strikeout. He awaits the 1-1 on the way. Swung through and missed. That one a true heater right down the middle. It's 1-2. McCutcheon dialing that up. McCutcheon nods. He'll go into his windup. The 1-2. Fastball is off the hands and pop foul to the right side, and will stay alive. Brown coming in, .271 batting average over 59 at-bats, 8 RBIs for him with a .413 on-base percentage, graduating from St. James back in 2024. The 1-2 on the way. Slider got him looking, strike 3, looking on the outside edge. There's 2 away. So used to that curveball that I'm not used to calling another off-speed pitch, but that slider stayed very low and away, and that's exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah, it just painted the outside perfectly. That wasn't like a generous call. That was just like right on the outside.
It looked good on my end as McCutcheon, so far 2 up, 2 down. He'll get the 3-hole catcher, Coleman Strickland. The right-hander steps into the box. McCutcheon winds and deals. The first pitch. 12-6 call, strike 1 in the inner third, backing Strickland off the dish. McCutcheon will nod, he'll kick and deal. The 0-1. Fastball off the hands and pop foul. Quickly 0-2. Strickland, the rising senior for ACA, hitting .359 this summer, 12 RBIs for him. That's good for tied with the team lead. The 0-2. Fastball, that one spoiled off. Popped the other way. It'll stay 0-2. The only a couple big mentions for the only person missing tonight for the 2-1-5. Roper Wensky is off at the Futures game over in Atlanta.
Yeah, good job, Roper.
The 0-2 from McCutcheon, swung through and missed. Curveball in the dirt. O'Kane recuperates. Throw down to first is in time. 3 up, 3 down. 3 strikeouts for Sam McCutcheon. And we're scoreless going to the bottom of the first when we come back.
Second baseman number
Welcome back into
77,
Falcon Field.
Zach Sneed.
Bottom first incoming here for the 2-1-5. It's Sneed, Jetwood, and Murray leading it off against Jared Edwards. Edwards will be attending Flora next season, and so far this summer has been splendid, making his 8th start, 9th appearance of the summer, 1.53 ERA, 32 innings pitch for the southpaw on the hill. Only 5'9", 150, but he'll show you why he's so good. Left on left, first pitch is a fastball that's shot the other way, foul. That one jumped up as Sneed was a little late on it, not something he's used to doing a lot. We look at Zach Sneed, the Citadel signee, hitting .372 this summer, a team high 7 doubles for him. The 0-1. Off speed, that one's on the ground through the right side of the infield for a base knock. Sneed sees Sue, pitches, and he'll reach first with a leadoff single. Looked like Edwards tried to go off speed against Sneed, and that allowed Sneed to slow his swing down, just put him where it wasn't. Brown was playing up the middle of the second baseman, a crack in the first baseman on the bag, so it's the right-handed Jack Jetwood with a runner on first. Pickoff back to first as Sneed will slide back safely. Well, in his last game against Post 15, the Sumter Legion team, Edwards went 2 innings pitched of 0 earned run baseball. The southpaw fires the first pitch, the fastball up and away, ball 1. That one humming in as the catcher Strickland popped up, looking to maybe throw to second, because of course Sneed stolen base threat with 5 so far this summer. The sun goes behind a cloud. The 1-0 is not thrown home. It's instead thrown to first, where Sneed dives back safely yet again. And if you're listening from Horry County, what you'll see is a lot of kids on this team. We are turning to AC Flora as Luke Shalcom, former AC Flora Falcon, steps in to the field. Jet will be a rising senior next year. The 1-0. Fastball upstairs, 2-0.
Interesting.
Maybe trying to get a good pitch to throw down. But
No, I think I could get a jump on this. This is the way he's where he's putting his knee.
yeah, it's a very unorthodox wind-up as he puts his knee almost at his chin. Sneed getting a pretty big lead. He won't go, the 2-0. Fastball wide, ball 3 is Jetwood. So far ahead 3-0. He's walked 6 times this summer, hitting .314 with a .415 on-base percentage. 3-0 the count, runner on first, bottom first. Jetwood shows bunt. He pulls it back as the fastball catches the outside part of the zone. 3-1. Infield playing regular depth, middle infield back at double play depth. The 3-1 is thrown over to first. They got him leaning. No, they're going to say it's a balk.
Yeah, so I was going to say, when he's bringing his knee back behind the line between pitcher, the mound and first base, and you can't go like that. You can't go back.
Yes.
You have to go straight.
So a balk will put Sneed at second. If it was a correct pickoff, it would have been in time for out number 1. Instead, the 2-1-5 have a runner in scoring position for Jack Jetwood. Jetwood dancing, or not Jetwood, Zach's dancing off second. The 3-1 on the way is a changeup that's tapped foul. It'll be 3-2. Jetwood now, of course, I could bring this stat into play. .250 batting average with runners in scoring position this summer. With 4 RBIs, he's trying to accumulate a 5th if any ball hits to the outfield. Sneed has the speed to race around third. Edwards comes set. Sneed dances. The 3-2 is a high chopper to the second baseman, Brown. Waits back on it, throws to first just in time. Half a step to get Jetwood for out number 1, but it does move Sneed over to third. It's not the way Jack Jetwood wanted to start this evening. However, it's a productive out as the first run of the game over at third. A very lively crowd for the 2-1-5. Coach Dorsey called everyone to pack the stands, and they're doing that. Well, here comes the most dangerous hitter on this team this summer, Alvin Murray. The left-handed right fielder digs in. The first pitch from Edwards. Breaking ball swung through. Dips low out of the zone, but it's 0-1. Well, Alvin Murray hits .533 with runners in scoring position. .406 regularly with 10 RBIs. The Newberry signee looking to start hot. Edwards kicks and deals the 0-1. Breaking ball hits the dirt. Good job from Strickland to knock it down behind the dish. Murray lays off. Count moves to 1 in, 1 with 1 out. Runner at third. Scoreless so far in the bottom of the first, but the 2-1-5 have a chance to start this game off the right way with a runner touching home. The 1-1. Fastball called. Strike 2 on the outside edge.
Okay. Sure.
Generous pitch on the outside edge. From what I was listening into Fort Mill with the AAA Gold team, that was given a lot today. Of course, the 2-1-5's Gold team, AAA, lost 1-0 to Fort Mill up in their state tournament. The 1-2. Fastball around right back up the middle for a base knock. It gets by Edwards and an RBI knock for Alvin Murray. Makes it 1-0, 2-1-5. Alvin Murray, his 11th RBI, an RBI single with 1 out. Gives the 2-1-5, the 1-0 advantage is now the cleanup hitter, the first baseman, Thatcher Bauman, digs in for his first time this evening. Of course, I can never get over how I've mispronounced Thatcher's name for 2 years. Just have to say it about every time. The right-hander digs in. Edwards looking right at Murray at first. He'll fire it home. The first pitch has a high fly ball down the left field line, but it goes way foul in a hurry. 0-1. Murray, 3 steals so far this summer. Looking to maybe get a good jump on Edwards and put another runner in scoring position for the 2-1-5. Edwards fires the 0-1. Curveball called, strike 2 on the outside third. Freezing Bauman, quickly 0-2 here. Bauman attended Spartanburg Methodist, but he's exploring his options after some coaching changes, coming into today hitting a .263 with 4 RBIs. The 0-2 from Edwards. Breaking ball in the dirt, gets away from Strickland, but not far enough for Murray to get a good jump on it. It will be ball 1. So 1 in, 2 the count, 1 gone, bottom first. 2-1-5, Hardy ahead, 1-0. Trying to add to it with the heart of the order up. Pickoff back to first. Murray dives in and gets away from the first base from the Kraken. This time Murray gets a great jump to second. He will slide in safely. Looked like a good throw from Edwards. McCracken just didn't glove it. That one squirts over towards the 2-1-5's dugout, and Murray with his speed and a great jump from him after the ball got away from McCracken.
Yeah, you need to be decisive on that.
He took second. It's a 2-2 count, 1 away. Bauman now trying to drive him in with scoring position. The 2-2, curveball in the dirt. Murray gets another great jump with a secondary lead, read it like a charm. It didn't get really away from Strickland, but it got far enough for Murray to take third. 3-2 count, 1 gone. Runner at third now for the 2-1-5. It's Murray's 4th stolen base of the summer.
No, it's 2-2. 2-2. Should be 2-2.
Oh, it is 2-2? Okay. Scoreboard's confusing me, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah.
They can't do that. It's not allowed. The 2-2. Fastball is popped foul to the right side. It will go out of play. Well, Bauman hitting .222 with runners in scoring position so far this summer. Came off an 0-for-2 day against West Columbia. We'll talk a little more about that when the man who's in the hole gets to the plate, because that was the hero, well, at least one of the two, in my opinion, of the game against West Columbia, which allowed us to clinch the region. Edwards comes set, and he'll fire the 2-2. Breaking ball, that one's lifted into center field. Coming on is Centraki over to the right center gap. He runs it down for out 2. Tagging at third is Murray, and he will stroll in with the second run of the game. A sacrifice fly for Thatcher Bauman. 2-0 lead for the 2-1-5.
Yeah, good hitting on that curveball. He held back on it.
It's exactly what you're looking for. Holding back on the curveball. Flew it to center. Centracchio was able to get it as it tailed into right center field, but it was way deep enough to score Murray. So bases clear, 2 down for Tyler Hernandez. The left-handed left fielder will step in for now his 9th at-bat of the summer. First pitch from Edwards. Curveball is rolled over to the second baseman, Brown. He waits back on it and flips it to first to retire in the side. However, a successful start to the day. An RBI single from Alvin Murray and a sacrifice fly from Thatcher Bauman make it 2-0, 2-1-5. We'll go to the top of the second when the ace returns to the hill. Welcome back to Falcon Field. 2-1-5 starting off hot. 2-0 lead off of 2 hits in the first inning, and now we move into the second here at Falcon Field. It'll be 4, 5, and 6, excuse me. Kennedy, Suggs, and Harnish up against McCutcheon, and their first 3 up, 3 down did not have much success against McCutcheon. They all went down via the punch out. Right on right. Here we go, Kennedy versus McCutcheon. First pitch, fastball that's tapped over to the second baseman. Sneed has it on the hop, throws it over to first for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out, as the Trinity Baptist, Caden Kennedy, will head back to the dugout.
Batting fifth, right fielder number 22, Aiden Suggs.
So now the Francis Marion signee, Aiden Suggs, will dig in out of Loris High School. One of the top right-handing pitching prospects in this state. Comes in today hitting .333 over 60 at-bats. The right-hander awaits. McCutcheon fires. The first pitch curveball is called. Strike 1 in the inner third. Freezing Suggs. And I told Jeff before the game I have an interesting tidbit about McCutcheon. So I went to the Blowfish game this past week where they played Florence in a doubleheader, and I actually ran into Ashley Powell at River Bluff High School. The 0-1. Fastball hits the dirt. Ball 1. Count moves to 1-1 here with 1 out. And I said, well, what's the hardest part about facing Sam? And he said, it's actually Sam's arm angle. Sam's arm angle, not one of your typical ones you see out of a normal pitcher. He's kind of overhand with that as the 1-1. That one's grounded over to the second baseman, Sneed, yet again. If it gets through on the hop, tough play that goes into right. It will be ruled as a hit, and a 1-out base runner here for Horry.
Yeah, you see usually 3/4, but it's also because like all of his pitches are thrown from that same overhand position.
Yes.
Curveball, fastball.
He said it especially worked on the 12-6 because, you know, with that ball starting so high, you don't really read it out of the hand well, and all of a sudden it drops into the zone for a strike. It's a very interesting note. I don't think I've ever mentioned the arm angle of Sam on stream. However, I do there. That one is now changed to an error as the right-hander digs in. First pitch curveball misses a tad upstairs. It's Josh Harnish, 1-0. That's what I said.
Huh.
So they changed it to an error on Zach Sneed. So still no hits for Horry, but they do have a 1-out base runner. Infield shaded a little to the left here. Pick off to first low, not in time. Stepping back in is Suggs. Suggs has 4 stolen bags this summer. He's been thrown out once. And now we'll look over to Josh Harnish, who will be a rising senior at St. James. The right-hander awaits. McCutcheon comes set and delivers the 1-0. Fastball low and away, ball 2. Harnish coming in, hitting .306 over 49 at-bats. 11 RBIs for him so far this summer. Back in the year, he hit .342 for St. James with 9 RBIs, so having just as successful of a summer as he did a spring. 2-0. Fastball in the left-handed box, 3-and-out from McCutcheon. So 3-0 the count, 1 gone, runner at first for Horry as they trail 2-0 against the 2-1-5 here in the top of the second. McCutcheon comes set and fires. The 3-1 fastball misses up around the letters. A 4-pitch walk to Harnish. Puts runners at first and second.
Batting seventh, third baseman number 15, Logan Cook.
So the tying run on the base pass now over at first for Horry. They have another runner at second is now the rising senior from Socasti High School. Logan Cook will dig in. The right-hander coming into the day, hitting .298 over 57 at-bats. Bat high above his shoulder as McCutcheon kicks and deals. First pitch, fastball up above the head for ball one. So now McCutcheon's thrown 5 straight balls. The 1-0 from McCutcheon. Curveball misses low, ball 2. So now O'Kane will come out and talk to his pitcher. And so will Bauman, the first baseman, as well. Well, McCutcheon with a very uncharacteristic McCutcheon game. They were about 4 earned runs over the loss against Chapin Newberry. That was the loss that the 2-1-5 had last week that put us in a must-win situation on Thursday, which Monty Lafitte and Hank Collins delivered on the hill, punching our ticket to a 1 seed here, beating out West Columbia and Lexington. Horry third in their region, however, they got a tough slot as they had to face Florence about 4 or 5 times, who's notoriously very good at Legion.
Yeah.
2-0 count, 1 gone. Runners at first and second for Horry here in the top of the second. The pitch from McCutcheon. The fastball call, strike 1 in the low inner third of the zone. It's a big pitch from McCutcheon after 6 straight pitches that missed out of the zone. He finally finds one. Count moves to 2-1. Lights come on here at Falcon Field. Sun sets, 2-1. Fastball missed low and in, ball 3. That was very close. Batter's call as the count moves to 3-1. Again, you can hear the crowd, 215. Have a very filled out section over to the right of me today. Looking to see if they can get out of the trouble here in the top of the second. The 3-1. Fastball called, strike 2. Outer third of the zone as Cook didn't take the bat off the shoulder. He might have to. 3-2 count, 1 away for the rising senior. McCutcheon comes set in his close stance on the rubber. He kicks and deals the payoff. Fastball, got him looking, strike 3. Throws him on ice with the heater, and there's 2 away. Strikeout number 4 for McCutcheon this evening. Now Horry 2 away, needs some timely hitting. It'll have to come from their first baseman, Jake McCracken. The right-hander steps in, going to Francis Marion next year. First pitch from McCutcheon. Curveball called, strike 1, outer third. That one looking more like a traditional curveball rather than the 12-6 thrown. Does paint the outside part of the plate, 0-1. McCracken coming in, hitting .211 over 38 at-bats this summer. The 0-1, fastball swung through. Low heat, 0-2. McCutcheon 1 pitch from getting out of 2 base runners on the base pass. You'll wind and deal the pitch. Swung on and missed. Change up on the outside edge. McCutcheon pats his chest as he leaves 2 on the base pass. The 2-1-5 keep their 2-0 lead intact, and they'll look to add to it as we come up in the bottom of the second. Welcome back to Falcon Field as the rising senior for AC Flora, Sam McCutcheon, battles through the second to get out of the jam. Before we get going here in the bottom of the second, I want to shout out Tucker Harwell, gave the 215's gold team some great pitching yesterday. 6 innings pitched, got very dehydrated, and laid it all out with this heat. He got them the win. Fortunately, they fell today. While the left-handed Edwards returned to the hill versus the right-handed Lafitte. First pitch curveball wide, ball 1.
But double elimination tournament, so they play.
They will play tomorrow against Lexington post 7 in an elimination game.
1 o'clock.
At 1 o'clock.
In the heat.
Correct. Not
Jeez.
fun. The 1-0. Curveball misses wide, ball 2. To the rising senior Monty Lafitte. Just 4 for 12 this summer. However, his summer kind of got cut in half. Broke his finger in a 7-on-7 football tournament back in June. The 2-0 from Edwards. Fastball called, strike 1 in the inner third, 2-1. And of course, I didn't mention it, but Monty giving the Monarchs 4 2/3 innings pitched with a 2 earned run baseball. Got the win against West Columbia to punch our ticket here as a #1 seed. So shout out Monty. 2-1 pitch. That curveball is smacked into deep right field, going back, and he'll make the one-handed grab near the warning track. Suggs for out #1. Lafitte gave that one a ride, but Suggs had a good read for out #1.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter number 53, Rohan Bremer.
So now Rohan Bremer will dig in. The right-handed DH making his 3rd game, or maybe 4th, I believe, for the 2-1-5. Right on right, first pitch, swung on and missed. Foul tipped in the glove, strike 1. Excuse me, left on right for the DH, Rohan Bremer, the rising junior for AC Flora. Youngest player in this game. Edwards kicks and deals the 0-1. Fastball up around the eyes, ball 1. And for those who didn't know Rohan coming into this year, you know him now. 382 average, 3 homers, 32 RBIs for the Falcons this past spring. 1-1. Breaking ball called, strike 2, low in the zone. Edwards' best one of his young outing. Edwards doesn't go long, already some action over there in the Horry bullpen. 1-2, 1 gone, bases clear for the right-handed DH. Edwards kicks and deals the pitch. That one is just spoiled off, a changeup in the inner third that Bremer gets the barrel to. Another nose, Bremer 1 for 8 so far this summer, 1 RBI, but 3 walks on his summer, making very promising. Even with the slowish start for Rohan, you know, he's starting to now finally come in after he missed the first half. He was busy all summer with travel ball, and now he's here in the postseason for the 2-1-5, looking to help out and potentially get back to the state tournament, which we missed last year after falling to Chapin Newberry in the playoffs.
Yeah, and every at-bat you get closer to timing. Fortunately, what would you say his strikeouts were?
Only 1 to 3 walks.
So, yeah, just 1 strikeout and 8 at-bats is not bad.
1-2, foul tipped yet again. No, it's the drop third strike. And he gets all the way to the backstop. Bremer will get all the way to first, standing off a drop third strike. Looked like a fastball that, I don't know what happened. Strickland just didn't glove it. So it's strikeout #1 for Edwards. However, it puts a 1-out base runner aboard for the 2-1-5. What happened there, Jeff?
I don't know, just kind of snuck in between, like right inside of Rohan. So,
Well, Rohan's 2nd strikeout of the summer gets him onto the base pass yet again for the 5th time. As it looked like the umpire played some 2-1-5 help as well, getting in the way of Strickland, just enough to make their no play at first. It would have been close either way. That ball went straight to the backstop and bounced to the left of Strickland. He would have had to make a good throw to get Bremer.
yeah.
Instead.
I mean, it was a good pitch inside, and you know, wrong and swung, but unfortunately for the catcher, it means you're trying to catch it real close to the batter's jersey, and
So it looked
it's
like
not easy.
ball 2. Instead, it was strike 3 swinging. And now the catcher, Mason O'Kane, will dig in, the right-hander, with a runner on to first. Edwards fires the first pitch curveball, misses way into the left-handed box, 1-0. The Erskine signee comes in hitting .333 this summer. The 1-0. Fastball wide, ball 2. Well, we saw this with McCutcheon last inning. It was an error that kind of prompted Horry to get 2 runners on after McCutcheon lost what seemed to be his command for just about 6 pitches. Don't worry, he found it right after. Now it's 2-0 from Edwards as he fires. Swung through. Changeup on the outside edge. He found it again, 2-1.
Yeah, after what, 6 balls in a row, he threw 3 awesome strikes, or 5 awesome strikes in a row.
Correct. He, as I said, he found his rhythm again, and seems like Edwards just took 2 pitches off there. The 2-1, fastball up around the eyes, ball 3. Edwards leads this Horry team in innings pitched, ERA, strikeouts, all good things to lead the team in, but right now he's trying to fight through a 1-out base runner. The 3-1, fastball, that one's popped to the right side, out of play. And a full count will be incoming to O'Kane. If it gets that far, Jacob Muir waiting on deck before the lineup will flip over. O'Kane, who comes in 3 of his last 13, looking to get on base yet again. Edwards delivers, Bremer goes, the payoff is grounded up the middle, gonna be enough play for Brown. Does he get in the way of Bremer? He does, he gets to out number 1 on the second and throws it to first for an ending inning double play. Hit it in the perfect spot for the second baseman Brown to just step on the bag. Even with a little interference from Bremer, gets it to first, and that will retire this side, but the 2-1-5 lead at 2-0 going to the top of the third, and we come back. Welcome back to Falcon Field. As the sun's starting to head behind the tree lines, there is a very big difference in temperature here and humidity as well. So we're now comfortably sitting, well, way more than we were about 10 minutes ago. As we're set to begin the top of the third, it'll be 9-1 and 2 due up for Horry. Centracchio, Moody, and Brown here against Sam McCutcheon, who at 29 pitches has been able to work through the order. Right on right, first pitch, fastball up around the eyes, ball 1. When we look at the rising senior for St. James, Jeter Centracchio, one of the top infielders in the 2026 class, hitting .237 this summer. The 1-0 is a fastball called strike 1. It'll be 1-1.
And Centracchio is the one name that you had to
yes,
pronunciation check.
I will say it's a fun name to say.
Yeah.
McCutcheon winds and deals the 1-1, is swung through and missed. Change up in the zone, 1-2. The 1-2 from McCutcheon. Fastball upstairs, a ball 2. Centracchio coming off of an 0-for-2 game with a walk. His last time out against Sumter, I believe, last Wednesday. McCutcheon kicks and deals the 2-2. 12-6 up high, ball 3. And that 12-6 So dangerous. That just missed out of the zone, but it almost dipped in late. Centracchio would have been caught looking. Instead, it's a 3-2 count with nobody gone here in the top of the third. First bat of the inning, Jeter Centracchio. The payoff. Fastball swung through and missed. High heat from McCutchen. All business for out number 1. Now the 6th strikeout from McCutchen so far this evening through his first time through the order. We'll see if Bo Moody can take his second cracks at McCutchen. Left-handed second baseman will dig into the box. With 1 away and nobody on, infield will move back for him, as he's one of the most dangerous hitters on this team. Before we say that, though, McCutchen fires the first pitch. Change up upstairs, ball 1. We can look at Moody. Again, coming into the day, a .369 average, 500 on base percentage. Hitting .412 with runners in scoring position, 5 doubles, a triple, all lead the team.
Cheers.
1-0, fastball called, strike 1 in your third. 1-1 with 1 away. Needless to say, he's important to this team.
Yeah.
The 1-1 from McCutchen. Looked like the breaking ball missed upstairs, ball 2.
Like 369 is awesome, but when you get, what did you say, 412 with runners in scoring position?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking for.
Solid step up.
And he also leads the team in steals, I might add, with 11. The 2-1 from McCutchen. Fastball low, ball 3. McCutchen dialed that one up, maybe his fastest pitch of the night. He falls behind the leadoff man, 3-1 with 1 out. Nobody on, but Horry trying to just get anyone on they can. The 3-1. Fastball up around the letters. A gentleman's walk, 5 pitches to Moody to put a 1-out base runner aboard. So McCutchen will take a second step off the rubber, as again, I just mentioned Moody leads the team in stolen bases with 11. He's been caught stealing 3 times. With the right-hander on the hill, he should be able to get a big lead. And the right-hander at the dish, Keegan Brown will step in. He struck out looking back in his first inning. McCutchen comes set and fires the first pitch. Breaking ball, I guess, missed low. Ball 1. Not sure where that one missed. It looked like it was across the plate.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's going to be a long night. If the strike zone is Swiss cheese, it's going to be tough.
Throw over to first. Good throw, not in time. Moody slides back safely. The Georgetown graduate, one of the top second basemen in this 2025 class, ranking in at number 2. Hit .422 this past summer, or spring, whatever season that was. Moody getting a pretty big lead, doesn't go. The 1-0. Fastball upstairs, ball 2. So now McCutchen has lost his control, and he'll take his hat off. Again, sweat and heat may be playing a factor, but hopefully McCutchen able to cool off, as now the sun is behind the tree line, meaning temperatures falling rapidly.
All right, Big Sam, find your spot, trust your D, trust your D.
2-0 count, 1 away. Top 3, 2-0 lead for the 2-1-5, but Horry has the tying run up at the plate. The 2-0. Fastball up and away, ball 3. And this will bring over Thatcher Ballman now to talk to McCutchen. Before last pitch, Monty Lafitte, the third baseman, was telling him to calm down. Now the first baseman, Ballman, and the catcher, O'Kane, will come out. Seems like McCutchen kind of shaking his arm, almost can't get a grip with all the sweat. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction. After a quick break, we are bat 3-0 count. McCutchen fires the pitch. Called strike 1. McCutchen took a bit off the heater, but got the outside part of the plate. Count moves to 3-1 now with 1 away. Again, Bo Moody over at first. Horry trailing 2-0 here in the top of the third, trying to just get some runners over to third and maybe home. The 3-1. Fastball low, ball 4. Back-to-back walks, puts runners at first and second with 1 away. The third walk of the evening from McCutchen is Let's bring the pitching coach out for the first time this evening for either side. Seemed like that was more of a batter's call as well.
It didn't look like it missed by much. I mean, like I said, you know, a lot of umpires love that low strike.
Unfortunately, not tonight for McCutcheon. Now back-to-back walks puts the tying run to the base path now for the second straight inning, but last inning McCutcheon was able to battle out of it. We'll see how this one goes.
Playing some background music, sorry
No,
about
you're
that.
good. I'm a professional, Jeff. I can rock and roll with all the punches.
I just don't want you to think that I just cut you off.
I figured you did.
What did I say?
I was hoping you didn't. You know, you could have. It would have been really mean, but.
Well, I can't reach the mute button from over here.
Thanks, Jeff.
I can't wait to football when it's right in front of me.
The right-handed catcher, Strickland, will dig in now for the second time. He struck out swinging back in the first. Runners at first and second, right on right. First pitch, curveball, called. Strike one in the outer third. McCutcheon finds the zone. A lot of talking. One strike from McCutcheon. It was not moved from the bump. He nods and he'll come set. Gives a look back at Moody, and now he'll kick and deal the 0-1. Fastball low and away. Ball one. Strickland hits .375 with runners in scoring position so far this summer. After what was his 9th strikeout of the season, we'll see if he can get back to what he knows best. 1-1. Fastball is popped into the air right side of the infield. The second baseman, Sneed's got a read. Infield fly in play. 2 away. Yeah, Sneed could have easily got a double play with infield fly not in play. Home plate umpire makes the call. So 2 away no matter what, and Sneed still caught it. So.
Yeah, so if the double play is pitcher's best friend, infield fly is the second best friend.
Yes. There's no possible way you could not get an out.
Yeah.
Now there's a possibility you could mess it up.
And yeah, you could give up a run, but runners start running if you drop it.
Yes, you will get an out. Well, the right-handed DH, Caden Kennedy, comes back in. He grounded out off of one pitch to the second baseman back in the second inning. First pitch from McCutcheon. 12-6 called, strike one. Broke right across the heart of the plate. Kennedy came in today hitting .280, over 50 plate appearances. And the Jim Tomei putting the bat in front of him now puts it over his shoulder. The 0-1. Fastball skips in. Nice job from O'Kane to glove it. Able to pick it up and look both runners off. And Moody at second and Brown at first. 1-1 count, 2 away here in the top of the third. The 2-1-5 have the 2-0 advantage over the visiting Horry post 111. Or Horry American Legion Baseball. However you see fit.
Yeah, Horry Legion.
Horry Legion. The 1-1. 12-6 misses up high. Ball two.
Yeah, some of these pitches, like when you miss up high, it could be grip on the ball, just with the humid conditions.
That's what it looks like McCutcheon was battling as he was trying to shake his hand free from all the sweat. The 2-1. Fastball on the ground over the second baseman. Sneed waits back on the hop. The throw on the first is in time, and for the second straight inning, McCutcheon leaves 2 on the base pass at first and second. Leaves Horry hitless, and we'll head back to the dugout with the 2-1-5's 2-0 lead intact. We'll go to the bottom of the third. We come back. Welcome back to Forest Acres, South Carolina.
Number 9.
It's Legion Baseball with Horry 111 in the Richland 215 doing battle here on Definite Fiction. So far, advantage 2-1-5, 2-0 lead as we enter the bottom of the third. It'll be 9-1 and 2, Muir, Sneed, and Chetwood here against the left-handed Jared Edwards. The right-handed Muir digs in. The first pitch is blown by Muir, swing and a miss, 0-1. The 0-1. Fastball called, strike 2 right down Broadway. Muir's been finding his bat yet again, 3 for his last 10 over his last 4 games with an RBI. He's behind 0-2, Edwards working quickly. The pitch, swung through and missed, 3 straight heaters on the outside edge, and that will be out number 1, strikeout number 2 for Edwards.
Yeah, if he can get hot this postseason, huge. Such a good baseball player.
Such a good baseball player. His glove is yet to be on display tonight. Don't worry, it will be.
Yeah.
Well, back to the top of the order we go. It's Zach Sneed, the left-hander. First pitch from Edwards is flown the other way into left field, but Harnish now comes in on it, and he loses it in the air. Looked like he stayed in spot, had a read. Instead, a hit to the left side drops, and Zach Sneed now has his second single of the game. 1 out this time, though.
You know, I don't blame him because, like, the way that sounded, it sounded like it was hit really hard, and then it just kind of died. It was, I guess it was just too far off the end of the bat.
I think it was too far off the end of the bat. That's exactly right, Jeff. And Harnish had to come in late, wasn't able to run it down. Now the right-handed Jack Chetwood steps in, and Edwards was almost able to get Sneed the last time Sneed was on the base pass with a pickoff. He tried it there, didn't work, but it was ruled a balk, and Sneed went to second. Now Sneed goes. First pitch to Chetwood. Called ball, throw down to second. On a hop, not in time.
Yeah, so he went when that knee crossed back over the plate. Then he knew that he couldn't go to first. That's when Zach broke. Just got a huge jump on that.
Huge jump on that for his 6th stolen bag of the summer. It was ball 1, a fastball upstairs. So 1-0, the count, 1 gone. Runner in scoring position now for Jack Chetwood, who is 0 for 1 tonight with a ground out. Edwards comes home, the 1-0. Fastball called, strike 1 in the outer third. Maybe a changeup, but
yeah,
that one looked like just caught the edge of the zone, Jeff, or a little far out.
I mean, there have been better pitches called balls.
Fair enough. Now pickoff back to second. Sneed was leaning, but he gets the hand back in time. Great pickoff move from Edwards. The second baseman Brown laid a good tag, but Sneed just slides the hand in safely. Well, again, last time up at Chetwood, even with the ground out, productive ground out, moves Sneed to third. Same situation for him, the 1-1. That one softly lined in the center field, coming on is Centracchio, and he run it down. It'll drop into the center field grass for a base knock. Sneed had to hold up, so instead goes back to second. Centracchio threw a bullet home, but there was no one at third to give him a shot. Either way, back-to-back singles here with 1 away for the 2-1-5. Gets their best hitter at the dish. Looked like that was off the hands of Chetwood. You know, Sneed was off the end of the bat. Chetwood off the hands, pokes it into center field, and is able to get a single now for the left-handed Alvin Murray. 2 on, 1 gone for the Newberry signee. First pitch. Fastball called, strike 1 to the outside third. Of course, Alvin had an RBI single right back where it came from back in the first. Delivered first blood for the 2-1-5, made it 1-0 at the time. He then came around to score the second run of the game, 1 batter later. The 0-1 called ball 1, excuse me. And now a run down between second and third. Sneed, for whatever reason, caught lacking. Throw back to second. Not in time. Sneed dives back in under the tag. Moody, the shortstop, laid a good tag, but looked like maybe he couldn't snap it back in time. Well, let's recap it for you. It was a high and in fastball for ball 1. For whatever reason, Sneed may have thought it hit Murray, so he got caught between second and third. Doing the right thing with Strickland, tried to run him down. Threw it back to second, and Sneed gets the hand back in, so no harm, no foul. 1-1 count. Runners at second and first with 1 away. Here to Murray. The pitch, change up around the letters. Ball 2. Well,
yeah, again, if you're Zach in that spot, I mean, just be decisive on whatever you're going to do. He's sort of like, you know, stayed in place to get the catcher coming toward him.
Yeah.
Thinking chase. Once he made the move back, he went hard.
And he got it work, he made it work. 2-1. Fastball upstairs, ball 3, and just like that, after a first pitch strike, back-to-back balls make it a 3-1 count for Alvin Murray. Already has a .487 on-base percentage. With 5 walks this summer, would love to make it 6 and load him up for the cleanup hitter. The 3-1 from Edwards. Fastball right down Broadway, belt high for strike 2. Alvin wanted his 6th walk instead, 3-2 count. This may be the biggest pitch for Edwards in his young outing. The left-hander comes set and fires a 3-2. Is popped foul, will do it one more time. Change up upstairs. Edwards has allowed 4 hits tonight. He gives up only a 178 batting average to his opponents, but the 2-1-5 have been on him so far today. We'll see if Murray continues that. The 3-2 one more time. Fastball got him looking, strike 3. Froze him on the outside edge, and there's 2 away.
Good pitch on the outside.
Great pitch from Edwards. As I said, the biggest pitch of his outing. Throws his best fastball for out number 2, and now it's due up. Thatcher Ballman with a chance to add on to this 2-0 lead. It's not every day you get Murray to strike out looking, only his 4th strikeout of the summer. And now Ballman, who delivered a sacrifice fly back in the 1st inning, needs a base hit to drive in at least 1. Runners at 1st and 2nd, 2 away. The right-handed first baseman digs in. Double steal is chopped over to the 3rd baseman. It will go foul as Cook lets it go. The hit and run was in play. Traby trying to score 2. Instead, just a high chopper for strike 1. And Horry, even with the long drive, they have a good presence here at Falcon Field. Of course, the 2-1-5 loading up their side of the stands. 2-0.
I want to see Thatcher show us his power.
I know, this would be the perfect time. Only 1 homer this season for the 2-1-5. It belongs to, I believe, Zach Snead. Daniel Bledsoe has 1 as well. But that one came on the road. Thatcher had a great season for Spartanburg Methodist this past season. Hit .327 over 52 plate appearances. 6 RBIs, 3 doubles. Be a timely time for his 3rd of the summer. The 0-1. Swung through and missed. Fastball sped right by him. 0-2. Feels like Edwards' best pitch has been his heater. He used it against Muir. He's now ahead 0-2 against the first baseman. Infield playing back, so is the outfield. Edwards looks to Snead at 2nd. He'll fire it home. Double steal the pitch. Swung through and missed. Change up for strikeout number 4 tonight. And technically, Edwards strikes out the side to get out of the frame. 2-0 lead for the 2-1-5s. We head to the 4th when we come back. Here we go, middle part of the game here on Definite Fiction, top of the fourth. 2-0 lead for the 2-1-5, who grabbed both of those runs back in the first inning. Since then, both pitchers have worked in and out of trouble.
Right fielder, number 22.
Here we go, it's 5, 6, 7, Suggs, Harnish, Cook due up here for Horry in the top of the fourth. Leading off the right-handed Aiden Suggs versus the right-handed Sam McCutcheon. Suggs 0 for 1, but he reached on an error back in the second. McCutcheon will wind and deal. First pitch.
Appreciate you, man.
Fastball missed wide.
Congratulations.
Ball 1. Of course, Jeff getting his fair share of congratulations and fist bumps in order.
I wonder if I can show
The plaque.
plaque.
Sure you can.
I don't have it on autofocus though, the camera.
The 1-0. Curveball called, strike 1. Low part of the zone. You don't want me to hold it up for the camera? Just put it right in front of. Hey guys, this is the plaque Jeff won.
Yeah.
I've been very careful not to touch it. 1-1 from McCutcheon. Slider misses wide. Ball 2. Sam with a 1.23 ERA this past spring for AC Flora. 5-2 record on the hill. The ace for the Falcons now fires the 2-1. Fastball called. Strike 2 in tight. Suggs backed off the plate. Instead, it's a 2-2 count with nobody gone. And of course, McCutcheon, his calling card's the strikeout. 67 for the spring. He has 6 this evening. He'll wind and deal. The 2-2. 12-6. Got him looking. Strike 3. Suggs froze on the curveball in the top of the zone. There's one away.
That's tough. That looks like a lot of the other curveballs that just hung up. Like not a hanging curveball, but just stayed up at the top of the zone. That one dropped.
And you mentioned it, Jeff. We talked about maybe the sweat was playing a factor in why those curveballs weren't coming down as much. That one right there dipped into the zone late. It is McCutcheon's 7th strikeout as the right-handed Josh Harnish digs in. First pitch to him. 12-6. That I guess misses upstairs for ball 1.
It wasn't up.
Gotta say, I don't know where
it wasn't outside either.
So that was better than the pitch that's called strike 3, I think.
Yeah, Sam's grandfather did not agree with that call.
The 1-0. Fastball low, ball 2. I don't think anyone agreed with that call.
Yeah.
Assuming Mr. McCutcheon right in front of us didn't agree with that call.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's got a lot to think about his football season right around the corner, our defensive coordinator. The 2-0. Fastball high, fly pop-up. Jeff, this could be you. Right behind home plate. It will get out of play into the stands, and no one able to make the play. Thankfully, everyone was able to get out of the way, or unable to make a play, as Jeff did try.
It's beyond my range. I wanted to get it, but I was ready. Headset off.
I say headset came off. You guys heard it on air. I mean, he just ditched the headset immediately.
Hey, I got work to do. Number 1 is catching a foul ball.
Have you ever done that on stream?
And then the number 2 is streaming.
2-1. Popped foul, this time way over us. It'll be 2-2. You've never caught a foul ball while streaming? Come on, Jeff. You've streamed how many baseball games?
About this.
Well, Harnish awaits the 2-2. He walked back in the second before he was left stranded at first. McCutcheon kicks and deals the pitch. Off speed misses, I guess, away. Ball 3, it'll fill her up. 1 away, top 4. 2-0 lead for the 2-1-5 is Horry. Trying to battle back here. They've been trailing since pretty much the opening bell. Bottom of the first is where the 2-1-5 did their damage. McCutcheon winds and deals the payoff. Fastball on the ground hard to the left side through the hole for the base knock. No hitter broken up. A 1-out single for Josh Harnish.
Third baseman, number 15, Logan Cook.
So now Logan Cook will come up. The right-handed third baseman struck out looking. Back in the second against McCutcheon, his only plate appearance of the evening. He now steps in with a runner on first and 1 away. McCutcheon comes set, runner goes, pitch. Change up low for ball 1, throw into second. Not in time, Harnish able to hold the bag. It's a successful stolen bag. What looks to be his 4th of the summer. Puts a runner into scoring position for Horry. Pitch was ruled a ball, so count is 1-0 with 1 away. Logan Cook hitting .259 with runners in scoring position coming into today. Again, he's 0 for 1 today after he had a runner on second back in the second. The 0-1. 12-6 called, strike one, excuse me. It was 1-0, scoreboard was off. So count is 1-1. That curveball made it 1-1 after it caught the inner third of the zone. There we go. Finding myself, I guess.
Yeah, you know, with the runner running, it was tough to focus on the pitch, but
Yes, it was low.
just barely.
The 1-1 fastball called, strike two. Lower outer third, beautiful pitch from McCutcheon, gets him ahead in the count, 1-2.
Yeah, so a ton of Sam's balls are just missed. Some of them are, the ones that are up are a little up, but.
Yes, he's right around the zone as the 1-2. That one line through the left side of the infield, a base knock. Hernandez comes up, fielding it. Runner held at third as that ball is cut off by the third baseman. Mafit, back-to-back singles, puts runners at the corners with one away. Now another mound visit here for McCutcheon. Tying runners for the third straight inning are on the base pass for Horry. But it's the bottom of the order, Jake McCracken. We'll be right back here as a mound visit incoming.
Jake McCracken.
So after the second mound visit officially to McCutcheon, he will stay out there. The right-hander's been in and out of trouble all game. We'll see if he can do it for the third straight inning. Runners at first and third, one away for Horry here in the top of the fourth as the right-handed first baseman Jake McCracken will dig in. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. We'll see if he can find it here. The first pitch. Fastball low. Okay, and the catcher was able to get in front of it. Keeps the runner from scoring. However, what's probably here the Horry fans saying, Cook at first did not take off at that ball in the dirt.
That's a surprise.
That's when you try to take second on because you usually don't throw it around the diamond with the runner on third. It will be 1-0 the count. Cook now creeping over off first. McCutcheon fires, doesn't go. The pitch is shot straight foul. Right back into the netting. It's 1-1.
Change it up, kid. Hold him back here.
McCracken again, the Francis Marion signee. It's 286 with runners in scoring position coming in to this evening. Again, he's 0 for 1 tonight. McCutcheon will nod and come set, looking for maybe a double play. The 1-0. Change-up called, strike two, low in the zone. Big-time pitch from McCutcheon. He needs one more to get himself a path out of the inning. Infield shade to the left, the shortstop Chetwood in the hole. Sneed, the second baseman, playing up the middle. The 1-2, curveball on the ground to short. Chetwood fields it on to second for no. Way goes into right field away from Sneed. An error will allow the first run of the game for Horry to score. McCracken takes first. Cook will go to third. The second error for the 2-1-5 cuts the deficit in half for Horry. That was a tailor-made double play ball, but Chetwood, I don't know what happened, lost the handle, threw that one wide to the second baseman Sneed, and now the tying run just 90 feet away for Horry. 2-1 lead for the 2-1-5. Here in the top of the fourth, runners on the corners, as now Jeter Centracchio up for the second time today. He led off the last inning and struck out swinging to McCutcheon.
Yeah, I don't think he threw it too very wide, but, you know, Zach's looking for a ball in close to his body so he can turn it.
Yes. First pitch to the right-hander is fouled as the bat flies towards the Horry dugout. Everybody had to duck out of dodge. Lost the handle and a foul tip changeup, 0-1.
We did mention that it's hot today, right? And sweaty, yeah.
Yeah, we mentioned that McCutcheon was losing grip on his pitches a lot. Yeah, there you go. So Centracchio retrieves his bat. Count is 0-1. Thankfully, no one was hurt. It looked like very sort of just wondering. Aiden Suggs gave the bat back to him. The 0-1, now a pick off to third. They got the runner between third and home. Looking that throw back to third. The tag from the feet in time. Able to tag him as he tries to get back to the bag. Cook got caught off third. It is out number 2. McCracken heads up play. Will take second. But a big out number 2 gives the 2-1-5 a path out of this inning. You know, usually you think you may pick off the runner at first. Don't want to try to flirt with the runner at third, but McCutcheon stepped and fired to third. Lafitte to O'Kane. Back to Lafitte, who was able to grab the tag off of Cook for out number 2. And now Centracchio with a runner on second. 0-1 the count, 2 away. They've cut the lead at half. It's only a 2-1 lead for the 2-1-5, but Horry will want to tie it up here. The 0-1. 12-6 misses up and away. Ball 1.
Yeah, I didn't peek over there, but usually on those, Yamani's not covering third, and it's like he knows to break that Sam's going to throw it over there.
Yes.
I think that's probably what happened. I just didn't see.
I would assume it was play put in motion, but good for us, we didn't see it, so we can't say it on stream. The 1-1. Fastball swung on and missed, blown right by Centracchio. It's now 1-2. Centracchio hitting 286 with runners in scoring position. Looking for one more base knock to maybe score the tying run. McCutcheon comes set, the 1-2. We're gonna say McCutcheon balked.
Yeah, he'd been set.
And that will allow McCracken to take third.
He's so ready to fire the ball home.
Yeah, he was trying for one pitch to get out of the frame. So now tying run 90 feet away, 2's wild. 2-2 count, 2 away, 2-1 lead for the 2-1-5 here in the top of the 4th, which is 2 times 2 if you're doing the math with me at home. Had to make the 2 reference somehow. McCutcheon this time will come set. He'll kick it and deal the 2s. Fastball up high, O'Kane gloves it, and then looks back McCracken. After Centracchio, it's the leadoff man, Bo Moody, waiting on deck. Again, the most dangerous hitter for this Horry team. You don't want to give him a chance. 3-2 count. First is open. McCutcheon versus Centracchio. The name matchup of the night. The payoff. Fastball left upstairs. Centracchio works the walk and will provide a 2-out base runner yet again here for Horry. Now another mound visit for Sam.
That'll be it.
Yeah, he can't have 2 in 1 inning. As Sam, with his shortest outing of the summer, only 3 2/3 innings. We'll turn it over to the bullpen, it really seems, as we'll be right back on Definite Fiction. Welcome back to Falcon Field. It'll be the main man in the bullpen, Hank Collins, taking over, making his 9th appearance of the summer with a 2.86 ERA, 1 save on the season, a 1-1 record over 14 2/3 innings pitch. Trying to get 1 out, and it comes in the form of the top of the order, the left-handed Bo Moody. Runners to the corners. The right-hander enters the game. McCutcheon's day's done, but his line's not done yet. Collins fires the first pitch. Fastball called, strike 1. Of course, Collins repping that more sidearm-esque delivery. Very different than McCutcheon, which is why it's so hard to just go from one to the other. Get the overhand, then to the underhand, basically. See if Collins can get 1 big out here in the 4th. Moody 0 for 2 awaits, or excuse me, 0 for 1 awaits the 0-1 pitch. Fastball low, ball 1. Moody struck out swinging and then walked in his 2 plate appearances thus far against McCutcheon. So he's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Looking for his first hit again. Team lead in batting average coming into today. The 1-1. Fastball high, chopper on the ground to first. Did Bauman hold the line? No, he did not. Just foul. The first baseman just couldn't keep it fair. Bauman was trying to toe the line. Instead, it will be ruled foul. So the count is 1-2 away. 1 strike for Collins. The hardest out in this lineup at the dish, the PC signee. Collins sighs and comes home, the 1-2. That one's lined right back up the middle for a base knock. That will tie the game. An RBI single for Moody makes it 2-2. McCracken comes home. Centracchio will take second. An RBI single for Moody. Now there's 2 away with a runner on first and second for the right-handed second baseman Keegan Brown. I think I swallowed a bug.
There are bugs here.
Yeah, I think one flew in my mouth and did not find the way out, I guess. Went down the wrong pipe.
Pretty.
Something like that. Well, Brown also over with a strikeout and a walk. The first pitch. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. Moody over at first, Centracchio second. 2-2 ball game, 1-0 count, 2 away. Collins fires. The pitch is flown the other way, foul to the right side of the play. It'll be 1-1. Brown hitting .273 with runners in scoring position. Of course, Moody just increased what was already his team high lead in that. He's on first with an RBI. Knock the 1-1. Called strike 2. Change him on the outside edge. And just like last at bat, Collins 1 pitch away from getting out of danger. Nightlife coming alive. 1-2 count, 2 away. Sun going down. Lights come on here at Falcon Field. The team in all blue, or in all blue and white, trying to get out of the frame. The 1-2. That ball is foul tipped, and O'Kane couldn't glove it. Upset with himself, it may hit off his mask, but it will be 1-2 still. And bug spray, I think.
Yeah, no.
Problem with Lexington County with the blowfish last summer, it was just constant in need of bug spray. After spoiling a nice pitch, Brown will step back in. Infield playing back. The 1-2 from Collins. Swung on in, missed. High heat from Hank gets out of the frame. However, the damage is done. Horry strikes back with an error and an RBI single from Bo Moody. It's 2-2. Whole new ball game going to the bottom of the 4th. welcome back to Falcon Field. Let's reset here, 2-2 ball game heading to the bottom of the fourth. As Jarrett Edwards comes back to the hill, you know, I said back at the beginning of the game, he only went 2 innings in his last outing, but let's just say Edwards can throw as many as 103 pitches. He did that against Florence back on June 24th, so he's only about half that. We'll expect him here for the long haul. The southpaw returns against Tyler Hernandez into the left-handed box. First pitch changeup misses low and away. It's 1-0. Edwards wind in deals the 1-0. Curveball called, strike one in the inner third, 1-1. Due up here for the 2-1-5. It's 5-6-7 Hernandez, Lafitte, Bremer. The pitch is bounced to the right side, foul. Curveball makes it 1-2. And Tyler at the dish, 0 for 1 this evening. Grounded out to the second baseman his first time around, coming off of a 3 for 3 performance though in his last time out. The 1-2 is pop foul to the left side. It'll stay 1-2. Winding and dealing, the 1-2. Fastball up around the letters, ball 2. And of course, if this is your first time seeing Tyler, shouldn't be surprised. The second leader in walks for AC Flora with 24 this past spring. Count 2-2, Edwards comes home. The pitch, that one line down the right field line. That will drop into right field for a base knock. Suggs runs it down and is able to cut it off before it goes all the way to the wall, keeping Hernandez at 1, but a leadoff single puts the leadoff man aboard.
Yeah, good job by the right fielder.
That one looked like it was going farther down the right field line, hit the grass, and Suggs was able to cut it off, keeping Hernandez just at 1. Is the now 5th hit of the night for the 2-1-5 as the right-handed third baseman Monty Lafitte will dig in. Hernandez not known for his speed, but we'll see if he takes off here. 5 stolen bags in the spring, so far 0 in the summer. But Lafitte shows bunt, first pitch is bunt down the right field line. Gonna be a tough play. The first baseman McCracken has to crash. Lafitte is tagged down. Nice play from McCracken. He waited back on it, then had to come in late. Was able to grab the ball and tag Lafitte all in one motion, but a sacrifice bunt does move the go-ahead runner into scoring position.
Designated hitter number 53, Rohan Bremer.
A nice play from the first baseman makes there's 1 down. But the dangerous DH Rohan Bremer digs into the right-handed box. 1 away, runner on second. First pitch on the way, swung through and missed. A fastball right down the middle. Bremer struck out swinging back in the second. However, he reached first off a drop third strike. First base is open, so technically he could do the same thing again, but it looks like Edwards having to walk off something, which allows Coach Dorsey to go and talk to his batter. Well, we can look at Rohan now. 1 for 9 so far this summer, but back in the spring hit 382. This kid was raking, and what his big number was back in the spring, 389 with runners in scoring position. So far this summer, he's 1 for 3. Bremer gets back in the box. 0-1 count, 1 away, 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. Go-ahead runner at second for the 2-1-5. The 0-1. Fastball up and away. Ball 1. Edwards gives a hard look back at second. Now he comes home. The 1-1. Curveball call. Strike 2 on the outer third of the zone. That was not given to McCutcheon when he was on the rubber, but it is given to Edwards. Count moves to 1-2. McCracken fires the 1-2, swung through and missed. Heater on the outside edge, and there's 2 away. So after a rough first inning for Edwards, he settled in nicely. His now 5th strikeout of the evening, and it'll turn to Mason O'Kane at the 2-1-5, want to retake the lead. The right-handed catcher grounded in to an inning-ending double play back in the second. And now time called from O'Kane, who looks like he's readjusting his helmet. After a quick break, he'll step back in as Edwards has not moved from the rubber. He'll take position, and now comes set. Hernandez still at second. First pitch home from Edwards. Fastball high and away, ball one. You know, Jeff, I would love to see how fast Edwards is throwing tonight. That ball looks like it's humming home.
Yeah, you know, I was looking at speed guns. Man, there's one that works with iPhones. So
really?
if I streamed with my Mac, I would be able to
1-0 curveball misses wide, ball two. But yes,
I would be able to have the pitch speeds on the stream.
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's $400.
Well, it's a little much. Now moves the 2-0. Runner on second, 2-2 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. 2-1-5 trying to retake the lead over the visiting Horry post 111. The 2-0 from Edwards, and he balks. Looks like he lost his footing. Stumbled off the rubber, never recovered, so it is ball three. And the go-ahead run moves into scoring position over 90 feet closer. I guess more scoring position, if you will. Moves from second to third.
Scoring
position. So it is count still 2-0, I believe. Edwards will fire the pitch. Fastball cut through and missed. Inner third. Strike number one.
I was saying 2-1.
Yes, so it was not called ball three, even though the scoreboard had it wrong for a second. Infield is playing back here against the Erskine signee. Played his high school ball at Ben Lippen. The former Falcon awaits the 2-1. Fastball up around the letters. Now it's 3-1 with two away. First base is open as the bottom of the lineup, Jacob Muir, awaits on deck. O'Kane hitting .250 with runners in scoring position. Looking for a signature knock here for the 2-1-5 in the first game of the postseason. The 3-1. Fastball wide, ball four. A gentleman's walk to O'Kane off of 5 pitches, puts runners to the corners for Jacob Muir. And that is the first walk allowed by Edwards today, which prompts what looks to be maybe head coach Jason Gore coming out to talk to his left-handed flamethrower. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction.
Jacob Muir.
Well, 2 on, 2 out, bottom 4. O'Kane at first, Hernandez at third for the right-handed center fielder Jacob Muir. Muir now 3 for his last 11, looking for a hit to give the 2-1-5 the lead back. Edwards looking at first, the southpaw kicks and deals. The first pitch, fastball swung through and missed, strike one. That one may have been a changeup. Well, the former Dreher Blue Devil comes in today hitting 237, at the dish. 1 double, 3 RBIs. The 0-1. Fastball called, strike 2, right down the middle. Edwards 1 pitch away from getting out of trouble now for the 3rd straight inning. O'Kane goes from first. No movement from the pitcher, and now did he go? They're gonna say he went around for strike 3.
Wow.
I guess that's gonna be strike 3. It looked like Muir held back, but instead he'll leave 2 on the base pass to end the 4th. We'll head to the 5th, 2-2 ball game. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Falcon Field. Top 5, here we go. 2-2 ball game. 2-1-5 and 1-11 doing battle here in game 1 of a best-of-3 series in round 1 of the playoffs. Winner punches their ticket to the state tournament starting Friday. Right on right here as Coleman Strickland digs in. First pitch from Collins is smacked into deep center field, mirror ranging back. He's got a read and makes the play near the warning track for out number 1. One pitch, one long fly out here to begin the 5th.
Designated hitter number 23, Caden Kennedy.
Now it's Caden Kennedy. The DH will dig in for the 3rd time today as he's 0 for 2 with 2 groundouts, both over to second and Zach Sneed. And also talk about Hank Collins a little bit. Got the 2-out save against West Columbia last Thursday, which again gave us this matchup with Horry as the 1 seed. Right on right, 1 away. Collins fires. Fastball called, strike 1 on the outer 3rd. Collins comes set. He'll deliver the 0-1. Fastball wide, ball 1. Well, the 2-1-5 coming in 9 and 5 today. Post 111 comes in 12 and 10, but I was telling everybody, you know, again, record probably better than what it's shown. Florence is a very, 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 very good Legion team. Win a lot of state championships. 1-1. Fastball low in the zone for strike 2.
High RNG.
Yes. Fraternity Baptist. This player digs in the 1-2. Change up, goal, strike 3 on the oak. Did he go? Yes, he did.
Swear,
Call,
like if they didn't call
3.
that.
He went around. I thought it was just strike 3 looking. Instead, it's strike 3 swinging for out number 2. That was outer 3rd. Change up for Collins. His 2nd strikeout of the evening. Now puts up Aiden Suggs with nobody on and 2 out. Suggs is 0 for 2, reaching onto the air and striking out looking. Both came against McCutcheon. Collins fires, first pitch. Slider misses, I guessed, up high for ball 1.
Where was... Okay.
Just an inconsistent strike zone, unfortunately, is what it looks like tonight. Got a battle around it, though, both sides dealing with it. The 1-0. Fastball called, strike 1, outer 3rd, no doubt about that one. Of course, we'll see if Edwards comes back out for the 5th, but McCutcheon's day is done. Has given up no earned runs off of 3 2/3 innings pitched. 2 hits, 7 strikeouts, excuse me, as the 1-1 is smacked high and deep out to right field, but Alvin Murray's got a read. He makes the play to retire the side. Well, McCutcheon, I can't even read your final line because 3 up, 3 down. Hank Collins showing off why he's one of the best bullpen arms in Legion, and we'll go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back. Here we go, bottom 5, 2-2 ball game between Horry post 111 and the Richland post 215. The Chanticleers versus the Monarchs. And it's the top of the order for the 215 here in the 5th. Sneed, Chetwood, Murray. This is where they did their damage back in the 1st. Left on left, round 3. First pitch is lined the other way into the forestry. Hard line, strike 1. As Zach Sneed, the Citadel signee, 2 for 2, 2 singles, One to right field and one to left field. He's had Edwards' number. The 0-1. Pitch high and inside. Fastball for ball one. And what Snead hasn't been able to show off is his eyes, of course. Snead with 7 walks this summer, had 30 this past season for AC Flora. That was good for the team lead. Edwards winds and deals the 1-1. Fastball up around the letters, ball 2. So that's the duality with Zach Snead. Of course, he hits .372 and then draws walks. What do you do? The 2-1. Fastball called, strike one, belt high.
So his on base around 600?
His on base is now above 500. It was 491 coming into today. Yeah, it was 561 for the spring. 2-2. Fastball upstairs.
561 with those 31. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Is it 3-2, Jeff, or is it 3-1?
It's 3-2.
Okay, it is. I just missed, I guess. Oh, yeah, the first pitch line out. I'm now second guessing myself as a big gust of wind coming in now. The payoff from Edwards. Fastball is spoiled off. Pop straight foul back behind home plate.
Wow.
That one, what happened?
It hit a tree and came back and landed like right behind the bleachers.
Oh, cool.
Well, yeah. Cool, since it didn't hit us.
Of course, and I was gonna, well, we'll see right here as the doubles leader in at the dish. The 3-2. That pitch is a high fly ball on the left side and will go out of play. Snead continues to stay alive. Of course, the duality. Snead has the best eye probably on the 2-1-5 and the most doubles, 7 of them coming in to tonight. He's got power, he's got eyesight, he's got speed. He will be attending the Citadel this upcoming fall. The 3-2 from Edwards. Fastball called, strike through on the outside edge, and Snead couldn't believe it. Snead tossed the bat and already started walking to first. He went down looking now for the 7th strikeout Edwards has.
That's so bad.
Is that?
Yeah, this is not even close.
Jeez. For those who don't know,
Did you see the catcher reaching over for it?
No,
I mean,
I'm offset. Jeff has the camera, so Jeff can pretty much see straight away. I'm not as good with the strike zone, but I can guesstimate where they are. Well, the right-handed shortstop Jack Chetwood digs in. First pitch, the fastball up high, ball 1. Chetwood 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. The 1-0. Fastball, that one's high, chop to the third base side. Cook has it. The third baseman whips the ball across the diamond. And another good throw.
I'm not going to call it foul. Oh, he is calling it foul. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, the third baseman was on the bag, and he was reaching in front of him, so it had to be foul.
I just couldn't hear it with everyone yelling, so.
Yeah.
So a reset here, count 1-1, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-2 ball game. 2-1-5 and post 111. Horry Legion doing battle right here in game 1 of a best-of-3 series between the two teams. Edwards nods, he'll kick and deal the 1-1. That fastball is carved to the right side and foul. It's 1-2. Well, with that last hit, Chetwood broke out of a mini slump for him, but he's still hitting phenomenal here for the 2-1-5 this summer. Comes in hitting .314 as the 1-2 on the way. The fastball up around the eyes, ball 2. Of course, his big number, .415 on base percentage for Jack. He really started finding his stride toward the end of that spring season for AC Flora and has continued it here into the summer. Edwards winds and deals the 2-2. That pitch is flown out to right field. Coming in is Suggs. Wind blowing in. Long run for the right fielder, but he makes the play in shallow right for out number 2. That ball just hung up long enough for Suggs to run it down, and now there's 2 away.
Right fielder, number 12.
Well, Edwards looking for his first 3 up, 3 down the conventional way. He got an inning double play back in the second to only have 3 batters, but he's looking for 3 straight outs. He'll have to go through the left-handed Alvin Murray. First pitch from Edwards is fouled straight back at the camera. It's 0-1. Murray 1 for 2, struck out looking and has an RBI single right back up the middle so far this evening. Edwards kicks and deals the 0-1. Fastball way wide into the right-handed box. 1-1. Of course, most notably, as I said earlier, Edwards has gone up to 103 pitches so far this season. He is at 88. As Jeff said, the pitch limit is 105 for a single day. The 1-1. Breaking ball. That one's hammered to the right side, but on a foul and hits off one of the light poles and bounces back into the field of play. It's a dead ball, but is a fun way for strike number 2 to come about. So the team leader in average. He hit 6 homers for Cardinal Newman this past season. Looking to see if he can take the rubber match between Edwards here. He's 1-2 as the 1-2 on the way. Fastball misses low, ball 2. Game 2 tomorrow in Merle's Inland, and then necessary a game 3 is here. The 2-2 from Edwards. Fastball, that one's lined the other way into the left center field gap for a base knock. It will trickle all the way to the wall. With Alvin's speed, he will easily get second. Coach Dorsey holds him there, but of course Alvin Murray cranks the lawnmower. A 2-out double. Give the 2-1-5 a chance to retake the lead. The 6th hit for the 2-1-5 gives them their first extra base knock of the day. And that just shows you how good Alvin Murray is. Went the other way over the shortstop's head, and that one trickled all the way to the wall. And now Thatcher Bauman. He has a sac fly and a strikeout this evening. The right-handed first baseman digs in with two away and 1 on. Edwards looking back at Murray. He throws back to second. Has to eat it instead. Murray, great read. And of course, we saw that back in the first inning after a pickoff got away from the first baseman McCracken. Murray read it perfectly and got to second. He has stolen third as well today, so keep that in mind. Doesn't go, the first pitch. Foul tipped into the glove, a heater for strike 1. Bauman 4 RBIs this summer, now has 5 after the sac fly in the first. The 0-1. Fastball called, strike 2 on the inner third of the zone as Edwards, yet again, 1 pitch from getting out of trouble for now the 4th straight inning. He's been living in the gray zone all night. Can the 2-1-5 make him pay? The 94th pitch from Edwards on the way. The 0-2 is popped to the right side and foul. We'll do it one more time. That gets that far. Waiting on deck is the left fielder, Tyler Hernandez. The 2-1-5, again, trying to make Edwards pay. They have 6 hits, only 2 runs to show for it. Murray at second, no one at first. Edwards comes on. The 0-2 is fouled straight back. Another good fastball up in the zone, spoiled by Bauman. Well, this is what you do. You frustrate Edwards. That's what Murray did. Edwards thought he went back to the dugout after a 1-2 pitch just missed. Next pitch, Murray lined one the other way for a 2-out double. Now back-to-back fouls from Bauman trying to stay alive. Count 0-2, 2 away. Edwards 1 pitch away. He'll kick and deal. On the way, the curveball. Missed away. Ball 1. Very good lead by Bauman. Well, maybe not, Jeff, as you gave the
Well, I have 97 pitches.
Well,
They have 96 here, but what's weird is they have 93 on Game Changer.
well, we'll figure it out one way or another. The 1-2. Fastball swung through and missed. Strickland holds on, and another runner for the 2-1-5 stranded at second. Now for the 3rd straight inning, we'll head to the 6th 2-2 ball game. Welcome back, live on Definite Fiction. We got a good one here for you, folks. 2-2 ball game, Horry and Richland. Here, entering the 6th. It'll be 6-7-8 for Horry, which is exactly where they did their damage back in the 4th. Harnish, Cook, and McCracken. Collins, who's been solid on the mound, right on right. First pitch on the way. Fastball wide, ball 1. So far, Collins has faced 5 batters, gave up an RBI single to Moody, and then went strikeout, fly out, strikeout, fly out. The 19th pitch for Collins comes home. The 1-0, swung through and missed. Change up on the inside edge, evens the count at 1s. Harnish at the dish, the only post 111er who's reached base twice this evening. Well, in his 2 plate appearances, says the 1-1 on the way. Fastball called, strike 2 on the outside edge, 1-2. Moody has done it, but he has 3 at-bats. Harnish, just 1 for 1, a single and a walk this evening against McCutcheon. He fared the best out of the starting 9 for Horry. We'll see how he fares against Collins. He's behind 1-2. The right-hander fires the pitch. Swung through and missed. Low changeup. Now the 3rd strikeout for Collins this evening is good for out number 1.
Third baseman, number 15.
Such a tough pitch to catch up on with that arm angle coming in. Collins able to throw one right by Harnish for his 3rd strikeout and the strikeout to begin the 6th. Is now Logan Cook up. 1 for 2, single and a strikeout looking. Right on right. Collins fires. The first pitch is carved to the right side, foul.
Hit that over toward Ryan, presumably warming up in the bullpen.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan, of course, the 2-1-5 have 2 big bullpen arms, Tank Collins and Ryan Harrelson. Some action over there, really for the first time since all the way back in the 2nd inning in the Horry bullpen. Get you that in 1 second as the 0-1 on the way. That off-speed's line to the deep center field. Jacob Muir ranges back, and he's got a read. Makes the one-handed grab shy of the warning track. There's 2 away. Cook gave that one a ride, but the sure-handed center fielder makes the grab for out number 2. Is now it's Jake McCracken up. Looks like it's Bryson Harper warming up for Horry, if I've read that number correctly. I have a decent look at the Horry bullpen. I have no look at the 2-1-5 if you're joining me online. Right on right, first pitch to McCracken. Fastball wide, ball 1. Of course, me and Jeff are presumably thinking Harrelson's warming up over in the bullpen for the 2-1-5, but we're not 100% sure.
And so Hank's at 24 pitches. If he can get this next batter with
1-0, fastball's called, strike 1, air 3rd.
fewer than 30 pitches thrown, then he can pitch tomorrow.
Correct. Hank has thrown up to 32 pitches in an outing so far this summer. About to throw his 26th pitch. Count 1-1 with 2 away. Nobody on. Top 6, 2-2 ball game. Collins fires the pitch. Slider high and away. Ball 2. Well, McCracken 0 for 2. Strikeout swinging. And he reached on an error where he came around to score the tying run of the ball game back in the 4th. Collins kicks and deals to 2-1. Fastball low. Ball 3. McCracken, 6 walks so far this summer. He's ahead 3-1, nobody on the base pass. He'd be representing the go-ahead runner on the base pass for the first time since the 4th inning for Horry. The 3-1. Off speed in, tight call, strike 2. Just dipped into the zone late. So as Jeff mentioned, Collins needs to get an out on one of these next 2 pitches. He wants to go tomorrow. That one down in Horry. Collins delivers the payoff. That fastball spoiled off, popped way foul to the right side. And we'll do it one more time. Of course, Horry playing their games at St. James High School. AC Flora High School does host your Richland 2-1-5 Legion team. Long drive tomorrow for our boys. The payoff one more time. That one's chopped over to short. Chetwood tries to range and dive, and he can't make it. It will go into center field. 2-out base runner aboard, and the first hit since all the way back in his first batter against Collins. And that will do it. Gonna try to save Hank for tomorrow, so in will come the closer for the 2-1-5, the ever so dangerous Ryan Harrelson. We'll be right back here on Definite Fiction. Don't go anywhere. Let's do it.
Jeter Sinrocchio.
All right.
We are back here, Falcon Field. Top 6, go-ahead runner for Horry over at first. However, they have to deal with Ryan Harrelson, the closer for the 2-1-5, making his 9th appearance this summer. 4 saves on the season with 10 in the 3rd inning pitched. However, the first pitch right on right to Centracchio is lined the other way, foul toward the 2-1-5 dugout on the right side. 0-1. But the one number you need to know for Harrelson, the earned runs column. There's a big fat 0 right there.
Yes, there is.
And what's even more impressive,
no runs at all, right?
got to say, no runs at all have come across against Ryan Harrelson.
Because we have had that conversation a couple times where,
Yes.
Give up some runs and they're all unearned. And
Correct. There's ways to look at high school baseball. The 0-1 pitch is just spoiled off speed on the inside part against Centracchio. Quickly behind 0-2. For Centracchio, 0 for 1, strikeout and a walk so far this evening. Harrelson being called upon for hopefully 4 outs. The 0-2. Changeup just missed inside. Harrelson kind of looked like he wanted that. Instead, it'll be 1-2.
all umps do that, where like the catcher sets up, the pitcher misses the glove, but it's still a strike.
Oh, instead it is ball 1, so 1-2, 2 gone, runner at first. Harrelson will fire at home the pitch. Fastball low, ball 2.
Yeah, so like we talked, normally Hank would be finishing out this inning,
Yes.
but this is the best of 2 out of 3, and there's a game tomorrow.
Correct. I want to try to get in that one tomorrow. The 2-2, swung on it and missed. Bat flies on a changeup. Harrelson gets him to swing out of his shoes for out number 3 to retire the side. Well, his now 12th strikeout of the summer finishes off the 6th. The 2-1-5 want to try to take the lead here and win it in the 7th. We'll see if they can when we come back. As the 2-1-5 chance come here at Falcon Field. It's a 2-2 ball game. 2-1-5 grabbed the early advantage after an RBI single from Alvin Murray and a sac fly from Patcher Bauman. Then it was post 111 who struck back in the fourth. An error and an RBI single from Bo Moody. Now, Jared Edwards comes back left on left. Tyler Hernandez digs in. First pitch, sky high pop up in the infield to the right side. It's the pitcher Edwards who has a read, and he loses the ball in fair territory. He never got even a glove on it. We'll have to see what they reach, and it is going to be ruled an error on the pitcher. But the go-ahead base runner is aboard with nobody out. That's the hardest part for a pitcher, trying to come off the mound. It was on the right side of the infield. It should have been McCracken's ball, if you ask me. The first baseman should have called him off, but the pitcher trying to run in from the mound, and he overran it. Now, all of a sudden, go-ahead runner is on. What a way to start the frame. One pitch, technically an infield error. Is now Monty Lafitte up. We've seen Monty Lafitte lay down a sacrifice bunt back in the fourth. That was over to the first base side as McCracken made a nice play, grabbing the ball and tagging Monty all in one. Now Tyler at first, nobody gone. The third baseman Cook in on the infield grass, middle infield playing double play depth. Now Monty already showing bunt. The right-hander looking to put one down, and he pulls it back to swing, and he pops it foul. I love the idea. Execution just missed the barrel. It's 0-1.
Be on time right here.
Well, Lafitte 0 for 1, a flyout and a sacrifice bunt. So Monty now 4 for 13 on the summer. Trying to give the 2-1-5 maybe the lead. Edwards looking at first, he'll fire it home. Monty shows bunt the pitch. Fastball high, ball one, throw back into first, not in time. Coleman Strickland has a great arm. That ball on a line to first. Unfortunately for him, Tyler's not getting a big secondary lead, so even though the throw to McCracken was right where it needed to be, Tyler was easily able to beat it. Of course, another note that Jeff and I have made, they did change the pitch count to Edwards is at 97 pitches now. Again, cap 105. So he's trying to fight his way through as much of the six as he can. The 1-1, Bonnie shows bunt. The changeup up around the letters for ball two. The third baseman Cook crashing every time. The first baseman McCracken is holding Tyler at first, so he's not crashing. Monty put one down the first base line his last time up. We'll see if he does the same thing here. Edwards fires. The 2-1 is fouled right back into the catcher mask. Looks like Strickland's all right, but the count moves to 2-2. Oh, due up in this inning. It was 5-6-7. Hernandez, Lafitte, Bremer. Hernandez reached on a pop-up error to the pitcher that Edwards overran. Now Lafitte up with a 2-2 count and nobody gone, and they run around first. Rohan Bremer awaits on deck, and if it gets that far, the catcher Mason O'Kane awaits in the hole. The rising senior for AC Flora, the third baseman, pitcher, and linebacker, awaits in the right-handed box. Edwards. Pitch number 100 on the way. Fastball upstairs. Full count incoming. Well, this almost makes this most definitely the last batter Edwards will face, as it looks like actually Mac Duncan was warming up in the bullpen. The rising senior for Green Sea Floyds will see some action at Falcon Field. We'll have to see if it's with one out or none. The payoff on the way. Fastball high and in, ball four. An error and a great walk by Monty Lafitte puts the the go-ahead runner, at second. And that will be all for Jared Edwards. A rough first inning where he allowed 2 runs with the first 4 batters of the game. Has since then contained the 2-1-5 in the score sheet. They have 6 hits. Unfortunately, though, they're only able to get 2 runs. We'll be right back here. Pitching change live on Falcon. Welcome back to Falcon Field. Well, Jared Edwards threw a phenomenal 5 innings.
Yeah, he was awesome.
He gave Horry some longevity and a chance in this ball game, and now we'll turn to Mac Duncan, the rising senior from Green Sea Floyds from Green Sea, South Carolina, a single A school here in the state. Making now his 8th appearance. He has a 4.33 ERA over 21 innings pitched. 17 strikeouts. His Achilles heel, though, 18 walks. The right-hander will get the right-handed DH Rohan Bremer. First pitch, no, it's actually Evan Smith who steps in and watches the fastball catch the outside part of the plate. I didn't even see he was in there, but Rohan, I guess, will stay in the dugout as Evan potentially looking to bunt. He pulls it back, though. So 0-1 the count. Runners at first and second. Corners in for the right-handed outfielder. So I'll step off. We can look at Evan here a little bit. Evan comes in hitting 200 this summer, 1 RBI, playing his baseball at Spartanburg Methodist, but last summer for the 2-1-5 hit 275 with 7 RBIs. Looking to hit here in the clutch.
We've seen him hit in the clutch.
We've seen him hit the clutch many times, the former AC Flora Falcon. Now trying to hit in the clutch here for the 2-1-5 and propel them over Horry with a late lead. A 2-2 ball game, 0-1 count, nobody gone. Runners at first and second here in the bottom of the 6th. It was a leadoff error and then a walk that allowed the 2 base runners to reach for the 2-1-5. McCracken, the first baseman, really far in, try to get that lead runner at third. Duncan fires the pitch. That one's popped into the air to the left side. It will hit in fair territory and go foul. Nice play from Cook. Count moves to 0-2. Well, we've seen Monty Lafitte make a great play on a ball just like that, aka triple play back in the Forest Acres Classic. However, in that scenario, Cook did not crash, meaning he got a late read on that, got a pretty late jump as well, so unless he made the full-on extension, it was never going to happen. Which, if he does that, kudos.
Yeah.
Well, the right-hander falls behind 0-2 here against Duncan. Of course, you go from the 5'9" kid to the big hulking righty standing, I would assume, maybe 6'2". I don't have the stats, I apologize. The 0-2. Breaking ball hits Evan in the back. The 0-2 pitch gets away, and they'll load him up with nobody out. Something that cannot happen if you're Mac Duncan. Was ahead 0-2, and all of a sudden, problems arise. Well, here we go, Mason O'Kane. O'Kane grounded into a double play and has walked. Infield comes in on the grass as the right-handed catcher looking for a big-time moment here to give the 2-1-5 a late lead. The right-hander steps in, Duncan kicks and deals. First pitch. Fastball, low ball, wing, it's away from Strickland, all the way to the backstop, coming in and scoring is Hernandez, standing. A pitch that got between the legs of Strickland. He didn't realize it got away. I believe that's a passed ball on Strickland to give the 2-1-5 the 3-2 lead. Lafitte goes to third, Smith goes to second. What's more notable is that runner is tacked on Edwards, not Duncan. Infield still in, first base open, 1-0 count. Duncan fires the pitch. That one's a high chopper to the third base side. Overcook into left field for a base knock. One will score. Smith racing around third. The throw from Harnish on a line into home. Not in time. RBI double from Mason O'Kane. Balloons the lead. It's a 5-2 ball game. With the infield in, the high chopper goes right over the head of the third baseman. He had no chance, and with Evan Smith's speed and a good slide, the 2 RBI double gives the 2-1-5 a 3-run lead.
Coach Dorsey coming to talk to
Jacob Muir now up, who struck out twice, so he's pretty happy to see Edwards out. Again, he's been finding his stride as of late. This is a chance to really snowball this game. It's a 3-run lead, but if you can tack on at least one more, I mean, that deficit looks almost insurmountable after they could triple up Horry here in the late innings. So Edwards Day gets a bad mar to finish it. I believe he's only allowed 3 earned runs because technically the error negates one of them. 5 innings, allowing 6 hits, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. Right on right, Muir digs in. First pitch, he shows bunt. He pulls it back as the fastball catches the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Corner's still in. McCracken, the first baseman, really far as Muir not even bluffing. He's just showing straight out of the gate. The 0-1 from Duncan. Fastball this time, it is low and away. Ball 1, count moves to 1-1, nobody gone. O'Kane standing at second. A 5-2 lead now for the Richland post 2-1-5 Monarchs. As Horry post 111 down to their final 3 outs, and they're trying to keep it just at a 3-run ball game. Duncan kicks and deals the 1-1. Fastball up around the eyes of Muir. 2-1. He pulls the bunt back.
Card pull, Sneed.
As I said, trying to get that one more run of insurance would do wonders. Is, of course, the 2-1-5 want to make this as big of a number as possible, but if that means putting an insurance runner at third, they'll do just that as Muir now squares around to bunt yet again. The 2-1. Fastball low and away, ball 3 as Duncan threw a good first pitch fastball and has since thrown 3 straight out of the zone. First base is open, but it gives one of the most dangerous hitters on this team, Zach Sneed, a chance to potentially put this game away. Duncan comes set. Infield still in, middle infield playing back. The 3-1. Fastball low, ball 4. He loses Muir. That puts 2 on with nobody out.
Card pull.
Well, Mac Duncan has faced 3 batters. He's allowed a 2 RBI double, a walk, and he's hit a batter. And this can really be where the 2-1-5 can pour it on. It's the dangerous left-handed Zach Sneed, who finally gets a matchup in his favor tonight. The left-hander's been facing the southpaw Edwards all evening. He'll get the right-handed Duncan as Strickland. The catcher came out to talk to his pitcher. He'll now retreat back to behind the dish. Muir on first, who's got a ton of speed, so if Sneed puts one down the line, he's scoring potentially without a throw. O'Kane at second. Nobody gone. Bottom 6. The 3-1-5 already pushed 3 runs across.
The right fielder's way off the line.
Yeah, they're shading him. They're not even really shading him. They're just playing him more straight up.
Straight up, right field.
Yeah. We'll see what happens here. First pitch from Duncan is line. That one into left center field. That will drop for a base knock all the way down to the wall. O'Kane will score. Muir will race around third. He will score without a throw. A team high 8 doubles for Zach Sneed as the ball gets away from Strickland. He never saw it come in, and Sneed will come on a third. The throw from Moody came in on a line. They threw it late, even though there was no chance to get Muir. Strickland never saw it, so Sneed takes third. It's a 7-2 lead with the 2-1-5 now having another insurance runner at third. Sneed gaps one in the left center field. Gap showing off his power. He takes third off the inerrant throw from Moody. And now Jack Chetwood up right on right. Still nobody out. Infield comes in here. Duncan kicks and deals. The first pitch is grounded to the right side of the infield for a base knock. It's an avalanche from the 2-1-5, 8-2 ball game. RBI single from Jack Chetwood.
Did you see how fast Jacob Muir was flying around the bases?
I told you, he's got speed. He's going to score.
Like, I don't know why the ball comes home. It wasn't even close. Like, he was able to hold up.
It was a bad decision. I believe it was Moody, the shortstop, who threw it. And, of course, Strickland never saw it, so Duncan cannot record it out before his day is done. We'll be right back here. Second pitching change of the inning. Welcome back to Falcon Field, and damage has been done here in the bottom of the sixth. 6 runs, and still nobody out. New pitcher, the right-handed Logan Cook, will come in from third. That'll bring Mason Fowler into the game, and at first it'll be the DH Caden Kennedy taking over from McCracken. So Chetwood, after an RBI single through the right side of the infield, he stands in at first as the right-handed pitcher will get greeted by the most dangerous hitter in this lineup, the left-handed Alvin Murray. Murray's been making a case for the best hitter on this team, right along with Zach Sneed this summer, and so far today, 2 for 3 with a double and a single. First pitch, Chetwood goes. The pitch, that one shot in a deep right field, going back is Suggs. He will watch it hit the wall. One bouncing Chetwood, who got a great jump, will race around third with no throw. Murray on his way to third. He will stand with an RBI triple off the right field wall. Not the way Logan Cook wanted to get greeted. A missile to the right field side that just missed by being a homer. It is now a 9-2 lead. As Thatcher Bauman, the 9th man in the order up. Infield still in. As a runner on third, right on right, as Bauman, technically 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts and a sac fly. First pitch from Cook. Fastball wide, ball 1. Well, we can finally look at Cook making his now 4th appearance this summer. 8 1/3 inning pitch, 2 earned runs. That earned run was not on him, but the one on third would be if it scores. The 1-0. Fastball low, called, strike 1. Again, 9-2 lead. 7 of those runs for the 2-1-5 have come across here in the 6th. Still nobody out. The 1-1. Fastball low and away, ball 2. After Bauman, it will be Tyler Hernandez who led off the rally with a pop-up to the right side of the infield that dropped helplessly onto the grass. Cook kicks and deals, 2-1. Breaking ball misses just a little low for ball 3.
First, pretty good.
It did. Thought it caught the inner third of the zone, but I guess the umpire and I had differing opinions. The 3-1. Fastball low, a 5-pitch walk to Bauman. Puts now the winning run at the plate for the 2-1-5. Well, Tyler Hernandez, now the 10th batter of the inning. He started the onslaught, came around to score the go-ahead runner off of a passed ball. And since then, it's just ballooned and so much more. The left-hander digs in against the righty. Runners at the corners, nobody gone. Tyler, the winning run, who will now finally step out of the box after a stare down with Cook.
Wait, this is the same inning where he just popped it up really high? Oh, wow.
Yeah. There's just been, again, it is avalanche is the right word, not ballooned. Cook kicks and deals first pitch to Hernandez. That's a hard ground to the second baseman on a hop to Brown. To Moody for 1. On to first in time. Double play. A run does score, so it's a 10-2 lead, but just like that, there's 2 away. No RBI for Hernandez. He smoked that ball on the ground, but the second baseman Brown gloved it, flipped it to second, and Moody made the turn to first. So now base is clear for Monty Lafitte, who walked back earlier this inning. He's 0 for 1 with a sac bunt and a walk, as well as a fly out to right. First pitch to him. Swung through and missed. Change up right down the middle for strike 1. So now comes the question of what do you do with Ryan Harrelson? Ryan came out and got 1 big out back in the 6th, but all of a sudden it's an 8-run cushion, so may just try to finish it out from Coach Dorsey, but technically don't lead him to. The 0-1. Fastball called, strike 1. Hits the outside, or call strike 2, excuse me, hits the outside part of the zone as it moves to 0-2 here. Cook winds and deals the 0-2. Curveball hits the dirt. Good eye from Lafitte, he'll stay alive, 1-2. If it gets that far, waiting on deck in the hole is Evan Smith. Evan actually came on in hopes of sacrifice bunting a runner over into scoring position. Instead, he just came around to score the 3rd run of the game after he was hit. Tomato, tomato. 1-2. That fastball, that one smoked into center field, coming on to Centracchio, and he'll make the play for out number 3. Center fielder got a good jump on that one to retire the side. That one actually may not be Centracchio, I don't believe. May have been McCracken, but that will retire the side. An avalanche of 8 runs came across. Another 2-1-5, 3 outs away from knotting up game 1 of this best of 3. Right back to see if they do. Welcome back. It feels like eons ago we saw Ryan Harrelson. He came on to get 1 big out in the 6th. Now he comes back to the rubber with a 8-run cushion, excuse me. He gets the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. It's Moody, Brown, Strickland. The left-handed Bo Moody digs in for the 4th time. Takes a fastball wide. 1-0. Well, Moody's 1 for 2 today as the 1-0 fastball runs in tight, ball 2. Had an RBI single, which tied the game at the moment back in the 4th. He's also walked and struck out swinging. Of course, that tied the game at 2-2. Since then, the 2-1-5 had an 8-run bottom of the 6th to give them the 10-2 ball game. So Harrelson now in line for the win. All of a sudden, 2-0. Fastball wide, ball 3. And of course, just like Collins, Harrelson has that sidearm as submarine more release. It doesn't come from a submarine position with the body, but from the arm slot, it's a submarine-esque pitch. The 3-0 from Harrelson. The fastball wide, a 4-pitch walk for Moody to lead off the top of the 7th.
Second baseman number 1.
Well, an uncharacteristic walk for Harrelson, only his 3rd of the summer. Puts a very dangerous runner on the base pass with nobody gone here for Keegan Brown. The right-handed second baseman digs in, 0 for 2, a walk, and 2 punch-outs. First pitch, change-up call, strike 1 on the inside edge. Again, game 2 tomorrow at St. James High School all the way down in Murrells Inlet. There is a bus for the 2-1-5, so they should have some safe travels down there. The 0-1, fastball wide, ball 1. Of course, we wish all our new friends here from Horry a safe travel back down to the low country this evening. Never fun driving this late at night, but hopefully the roads will be clear for y'all.
Yeah. Buc-ee's will be open.
Buc-ee's will be open. Greatest place known to man. The 1-1. On the ground, a chopper to second. It could be 2. On to second for 1. Chetwood to first. In time for 6-3 double play. And just like that, there's 2 away. Sneed, Chetwood, Bauman, and Horry down to their final out in this one. It will run through the catcher, Coleman Strickland. Strickland 0 for 3, a strikeout, a pop-out, and a flyout. Bases cleared, 2 away as Harrelson trying to keep the earned run value at 0. The first pitch, fastball in tight, is golfed foul to the right side. It's 0-1. So Harrelson won't get the save in this game. He'll get a win, barring a vigorous comeback from Horry. He kicks and deals the 0-1. Fastball low, ball 1, excuse me. Of course, the 2-1-5 doing what they do best. They average over 5 runs a game and give up just under 4. So far, it's been a successful night. They scored 10, gave up 2. The 1-1. Slider inside, looks like it caught the mask, I believe, of O'Kane. It'll be 2-1 after, I don't think O'Kane was ready for it for whatever reason. Or no, is it maybe a foul ball? Oh yeah, no, 2-1.
No.
Okay. Well, no, they
like
put it on
tipped off the catcher's glove. And
they just put it on the scoreboard. And I was like, it could. I mean, it could have been with the way O'Kane wasn't ready for it, but looks like it's all right. The 2-1. Fastball misses wide. Ball 3.
wow.
Well, you know how it goes sometimes.
Nice.
Harrelson holding opponents to just a 189 batting average. Fires the 3-1. Fastball wide. His second walk of the inning. Again, uncharacteristic for Ryan. Has now doubled his walk output here in the summer season. He came in with 2. He's walked 2 this evening. It's now a 2-out base runner for Caden Kennedy, who came in now to play first base. He started the day at DH. But after all the substitutions back in the bottom of the 6th, he ended up now as the first baseman. Right on right runner at first. Harrelson fires. Slider called. Strike 1 to the outside edge. And Horry down to their final out. 0-1 the count. They trail by 8. A 10-2 ball game here at the top of the 7th. Harrelson fires the 0-1. Fastball is carved to the right side, out of play. Horry now down to their final strike. The 2-1-5 trying to now win 4 of their last 5 and 8 of their last 10. If Horry drops this game, they'll have lost 5 of their last 6. The 0-2. Just missed away. The fastball misses a touch outside. Count moves to 1-2. Good take there from Kennedy. Discipline eye. If it gets that far, Suggs awaits on deck. Harrelson trying to put him out here. The 1-2. A high chopper back over the pitcher's mound. Gonna be a tough play. The shortstop Chetwood comes in on the grass. He throws to first, and it's in time to finish this one out. Ryan Harrelson gets a 4-out win, shuts the door on Horry as he gets a lot of help from his offense. They scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 6th, had 11 batters come up to the plate, and it was an onslaught of offense from everyone in the lineup to take this one 10-2. So the 2-1-5, now their 10th win of the summer. They move to 10-5. Horry now drops to 12-11. They are facing elimination tomorrow at home. Of course, Game 3 will be here if necessary, so you will see Jeff and I if we get that far. Of course, if we don't, maybe the last time you see at least me this summer, I'll be at the lake this weekend with my friends.
Yeah.
Jeff may be here for Saturday, but after that, he'll be in El Salvador.
Yes.
So we'll have to see how that one goes. But as of now, 2-1-5 ahead of Horry, 1-0 in the scorecard. But of course, Game 2 tomorrow. We'll have to keep up with Game Changer along with you all. Thank you for joining us. And congratulations again, Jeff, on recognition. He's been, of course, as I said when you were getting the award, helping a lot of people who are unable to go to the ballpark and some people who just can't make it that day watching. And of course, you've given me a chance to allow me and my dumb voice to be on air for now 3 years. So much appreciated.
Not a problem. Thank you. And yeah, good night overall.
Good night.